Hi everyone, it's Halloween, and I feel in the mood to revisit Doom 3 Golden Edition, which is, some of you may know that this is a mod that I created. And one of the reasons why I created this mod wasn't to break away from the design philosophy of the original Doom 3, but to enhance it in ways that I think complements the initial vision and design of the game. Now, if you want a rundown of all of the changes that was made to the game, then you can download this mod on ModDB, and you can get it's a text file that lists all of the changes that was made to Doom 3 for the Golden Edition release. Anyways, so let's just let's start with this one. We're not going to start right from the beginning because I think things only get interesting in the second or third level. So it's been about a year when Golden Edition came out. It came out Halloween last year, in 2020, and I spent a long time balancing the mechanics of this game. So for instance, as you can see, the shotgun and the machine gun, they sound a little different, but they also play a little differently as well. I know there's a secret up here. Get up there. Okay. So I'm not going to go through all of the changes I made in this game, but you know, there's some enhancements here that serve one purpose, and that is to make the game more fun without sacrificing its horror and sort of thriller feel to it. You want the game to remain intense, and you don't want it to be like a power trip like the other Doom games are. You want the player to feel vulnerable because that's the design philosophy they went for Doom 3. And I want to maintain that, and that's what Golden Edition is. It doesn't fundamentally change the design philosophy of this game. It really is just to fix the things that definitely needed more play testing. Such as the shotgun, for instance. The shotgun was extremely random. It had an extremely wide spread, but it was also extremely powerful. So it was stupid powerful when you came, when you were really close to an enemy to shoot at. But when you were far away, like this distance for instance, it would be basically useless. But as you can see, it's a lot more useful. Actually, I was quite surprised that actually killed him because, I mean, it still has a spread. It is a shotgun after all. This is why the muzzle flash is useful in this situation. I actually enhanced the muzzle flash so that, you don't feel so blind, because the difference between being like afraid of the dark and being annoyed by the dark is just how it's just too frequent when you're in a situation where you have to fight blind. And I don't think that's a mechanic that people particularly enjoy. However, oh jeez, there's one more. However, I do think that darkness is important to this game, so I didn't want to remove it. I didn't want to add ambience. I did kind of toy with the idea of adding a very dim ambient light so that nothing is truly pitch black. But it just depends what kind of monitor you're using, how bright or how dim this ambient light would be. So there was just too many variables to think about. I also made some of the special monsters harder to kill. This guy can go down in one shot very easily in the original version. And I wanted, the fire zombie to be a special zombie and to have a little bit of variation to the monsters, because this game does make a big deal out of some of these monsters. Like, they give this amazing introduction and presentation, with the swooping camera and everything, and you shoot him in one shot and it's like not a big deal. So it's very underwhelming, and it's unintentionally comedic. Now this fat guy, I made him also more powerful, but you can still, if you aim for his head, shoot him in one shot or kill him in one shot. So as a result, it gives players more incentive to actually aim for vital organs like the head. Okay, well, I think that door only opens if you pick up that shard over there. Yeah, I actually, know this game pretty well, because, I spent so much time just rebalancing it. I also reduced the amount of ammo the player can have, but I counteracted this by increasing how much ammo each clip can carry. I'm not gonna, open all of the secret cabinets because it would just take too long. Besides, I actually balanced this game in such a way that it's easy. Actually, it's not easy, but it's very doable. Even if you don't find any of the secrets, that there's a lot of that there's just enough resources at your disposal to beat this game. I had to test this entire game, in multiple playthroughs for when the player finds all the secrets and when the player doesn't find any secret, because you don't want the player to be stuck with the chainsaw and nothing else by the end of the game. So yeah, it took quite a bit of time to get this game all nicely balanced. I get a lot of requests from people to change things, but I don't think these people understand just how delicate of a balance it is. Because if I change, for instance, how many shells the shotgun can hold at a time, I'm just gonna skip this cutscene. Huh? Isn't there supposed to be a guy here? Whatever. But yeah, you can't just change a shotgun and think the rest of the game's going to be balanced. You have to change all the other elements. Let's see. User email. I cannot talk and read at the same time. 584. Some people think that the PDA system is a bad design because you have to go through pages and pages and pages of text to find codes and stuff like that that's important to the player. And to them, I would say you don't have to read everything. You just need to find, a number. A 3-digit or 4-digit number. That's all you need. Mostly 3-digit, in fact. So I don't know what they're complaining about. I mean, I haven't read through everything, and I pretty much found all the secrets, at least the secrets I've discovered so far. So I actually changed the sound effects to the machine gun and to the shotgun because the machine gun sounded really puny. Really puny. It sounded like a... Oh, I don't know. I guess it sounded like a BB gun. It really was that pathetic. It sounded too cute, considering that it actually is sort of your bread and butter in this game. That really got me the first time I played this game. But you're drawn to that mirror for some weird reason, even if you don't know what's going to happen. I don't know how one feels like they need to look into the mirror, but it works. It's a pretty good effect. Just gameplay wise does nothing, but it just adds to the ambience. This is why I always tell people that the best way to play Doom 3 is actually in its original form, or more accurately using Golden Edition, obviously. It actually is possible to kill this guy in one shot. Same with the imps. You can shoot them in one shot with a shotgun. Now some people might think, well, I can do that anyways in the original game. Yeah, but bear in mind that, the shotgun's been changed. The amount of spread has been greatly reduced, but its power has also been reduced. But yeah, it turns out reduce the spread of the shotgun and it becomes less random, and people will actually end up liking it more. I also made the sound effects beefier because, well, I find some of the sound effects to be kind of unbalanced. in the case of the shotgun, the actual blast from the shotgun, sound effect for the shotgun, is quieter than some ambient sound effects. So, for instance, when a bullet or a shell ricochets off this metallic wall, the metallic wall sound, like the sound of the bullet hitting the wall, is louder than the shotgun itself. So every time you use the shotgun, a lot of the time you'll just hear a clank instead of a big boom sound, that a shotgun is famous for. So this shotgun has been extremely infamous, and I've said shotgun too many times. Moving on. One of the things that I did to balance out how much shells or bullets that the player can carry is because this game is famous for giving the player, skip cutscene, giving the player too much ammo. So the game ends up being, in some places, just way too easy because you just have so much ammo. So I greatly reduced the max ammo that you can carry, and also how much you can pick up with certain ammo pickups. But I did increase the clip size for some of the guns to offset this sort of potential lack of balance in terms of how much ammo the player can actually use. And it seems to work pretty well. I think the most drastic improvement to this would be the shotgun in terms of how many shells that you can carry. I've also increased the speed of the character. But, again, it's all about balance. You have to offset a potential imbalance when it comes to these things. So one of the things that I did to offset the imbalance of the player moving around, moving too fast, is that the player now has even less stamina, which I think works pretty well.
Don't stop, buddy. There's nothing you can do for me. They're all gone. Surprised us.
Okay, bye.
They just came out of nowhere.
One hit. I actually much prefer this way of doing things, simply because it's more incentive to shoot the head rather than just point blank range, just shoot anywhere on the monster's torso. Alright, now this is precisely why I like the new lighting effects of the imps. When you have a pitch black room, the fireballs really not only looks really cool, but it's, again, it helps you to see. So why did I not remove the original torch or flashlight mechanic? Again, I think it has to do with the ambience and the design that these levels are designed around. And I think that it just makes it better, in terms of the style and ambience. I thought I was gonna escape that. But it is annoying when you have to pull out your gun and you can't use your torch or your flashlight, and you end up having to basically shoot at essentially nothing. So, and you would have to hope that you're hitting something, so you're fighting blind. So what I would have to do is to reduce the amount of instances when this would happen, where the player would not know where the enemies are without having the flashlight out, is by increasing the muzzle flash, for one, increasing the game's gamma just a bit, so that the player isn't always squinting and trying to see trying to look into the dark. Instead, I make it pretty obvious where it's pitch black and where you can still see a little bit of detail. Now, I made this monster a little beefy because the Pinky was actually a pushover. It looks very intimidating, but really, the Pinky is like the least dangerous monster in this game, other than the puny zombie. And to me, like, the Pinky is supposed to be a formidable foe, you know, so I just made it more powerful. And even if you weren't to... Oof, that was close. I mean, it's now actually a threat. Even if you did not run out of this room when the Pinky broke through this glass like I did, and let's say you were stuck in the corner, if you have 100 health and armor, you will actually be able to kill it before you end up dying. So it's not like it's a cheap death. Again, there's so many of these things that you have to think about when it comes to balancing this game. You can't just, you know, change your weapon and not play test it extensively to make sure that other players are going to find it annoying. Now this is actually this is a reference to a website from back in the day. I don't know if this website exists anymore. Most likely not, but fortunately you can look up this code. So it really is for those people that visits this website that can actually access this code. So you can't find this code anywhere in the game. I remember I used to search high and low for, you know, for this bloomin' code, and this whole time it turns out that you can't find it in the game. Anyways, here's a useless monster closet. Doesn't give you anything in return for exploring that corner of that room. Now the chain gun, it can hold a little bit more ammo per clip, but again, just like most of the other weapons, it cannot hold as many bullets in total. You can only hold 299 bullets. Why 299? Because you can only hold because each clip can only hold 99. Why 99? Because 99 is the closest number to 100. Well, why can't it be 100? Well, if you look at the HUD on the gun itself, you'll notice that there's only room for 2 digits. And so if you do 100 or a number bigger than that, then it's gonna look really messed up. So, but why 99? Why not 80? Why not 90? Math. That's why. You don't want players to always do, you know, math in their heads while they're playing Doom, for Pete's sake. So I simplified the numbers. You know, instead of 8 shells per clip, it's 10. Instead of, you know, 60 or whatever it used to be for the machine gun, it's now 100. That's not the only reason. It's also a balance thing. I think that players, you know, because they run out of ammo per clip so quickly in these weapons, players are constantly reloading. Like, you actually watch a lot of Let's Plays, and people are always pressing that R button, reloading. Like, they shoot a monster a little bit, and then they reload, because they're so paranoid that they're not going to have enough bullets in a clip to be able to take out whatever obstacle they encounter in the future. So I increased the ammo clip to reduce this greatly, to help players realize, you know what, it's okay, you don't have to keep... Well, I thought he was over there. It's okay, you don't have to keep reloading every time you use a few bullets in a clip. You can use it maybe, I don't know, maybe after 40, 30, 20 bullets left, and then reload. So that way it actually reduces players from reloading constantly, which is so, like, it's not that it's unrealistic, even though it absolutely is. Did I already pick up this thing? I guess I did. But it's also that it looks silly, it looks dumb, and it kind of ruins the immersive experience of the game, because real people don't do that. Constantly reload after firing like 10 shots. Let's see. Did I not? Oh wait, it's probably a previous. I probably picked up a whole bunch of stuff. Ah, here we go. Let's see. It's what is it? Am I blind? No. This is from an old. I should have paid attention to. Oh, there it is. 586. I actually picked up that thing at the beginning of the game, and I didn't think to open up this cabinet, so I ended up actually, pushing it further down the list of emails in my PDA, so I didn't know which one it was. Other than just rebalancing the weapons and monsters' health and stuff like that, a lot of it is presentational changes. So like increasing the volume of the music. Remember how I said that the shotgun's volume was too low? Well, I made the shotgun sound more powerful and increased the volume a bit, but I also increased the music volume, because the music isn't really music. It has more of an ambience to it. So it doesn't feel like it's drowning out the sort of creepy nature of this game. But yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this, and in the future I am going to upload a Golden Edition version for the expansion pack of Doom 3 Resurrection of Evil. It's just that I need to take the time to actually playtest the whole campaign. And the reason why it's going to take a long time is because I'm now currently in full development, building Falconet, which is a game that we're going to release at the beginning of next year. So we're just working as much as we can to get it done on time. But until then, look forward to that. And in fact, I hope to maybe release it in November or December during the holidays, when I have a little bit of free time to play through the expansion. But I hope you enjoyed Golden Edition. If you guys haven't played it yet, you should check it out. I put my heart and soul into this mod, just to make it, a more enjoyable game, but still quintessentially Doom 3. Until next time.